growing up, there was always like that blonde, blue-eyed Barbie.
Disney princesses, like hourglass figure.
Wonder Woman, who was basically dressed in underwear.
The supermodels, Kate Moss, Cindy Crawford.
Elle Macpherson called The Body.
Baywatch, the Bond girls, how they're glamorized.
Very slim, younger women, full makeup.
Just the norm that it has to be skinny and that.
You know, Bridget Jones's Diary, like constantly talking about how she's too fat.
Portrayals of women were either the housewife or kind of hypersexualized, like beauty pageants.
Pixar mom, slim waist, tall, long legs.
A lot of thin, white, heteronormative bodies.
And very much for that male gaze.
And it hasn't really changed very much growing up.
I think that especially with social media, there's a lot more variety, a lot more different bodies.
We're introducing plus-size bodies, normalizing shapes that aren't conventional or what society deems as perfect.
We can definitely see a shift to more diverse representations of women and move away from the gender binary.
So I'll see a lot more realistic things, or even some influencers that post, this is what I really look like.
We're not focused on being skinny, basically.
If you have stretch marks, baby fats now, so it doesn't really matter to me. But for, men's different kinds of perspective.
The male experience to what is marketed towards us hasn't changed so much.
Mainly a lot of slim, white,
blonde, blue eyes,
young, able-bodied, conventionally pretty,
much more sexualized. It's still this very dominant look.
It's very much shown to you, like, this is what you should be like. And it's very deteriorating for young people.
As a mixed girl in Australia especially, I never really fit that brief. And so there's always been like this standard that we have to meet, especially being in high school. It's just a lot of boys commenting on girls' bodies, and it creates this unrealistic culture of girls just doing things so that you get the boys' attention almost.
The comments are always just, no matter what they look like, telling them to look like something else.
Or they'll be like kind of backhanded almost, like, oh wow, like you have such good confidence.
I think people are still judging women's bodies just as much as ever.
Men are still ranking women, by their appeal or whatever. But then on the flip side of that, I think there's more awareness of younger men as well about the boundaries of,
what's acceptable.
What's acceptable. There is way too much put on young girls, young women of all ages about their body image. Men don't have that same necessary standard.
And often we're looking at images of people, especially women, who are absolutely the right weight and the right body mass index, but the comments in the social media are still all resolved around fat shaming. So we've got a long way to go.
More diversity of women's bodies.
People with different skin colors, different body types.
Older bodies, different sizes.
I like to see women looking natural.
People feeling comfortable to be who they are.
People being more real. People commenting less on what people need to eat and how they should look.
Even if you think you're paying someone a compliment, it's not always a compliment.
Just stop it, because it's actually not your body.
Men have had their chance. I think women should start running the world, personally. We need far more women in charge, and I look forward to that kind of future.